All right, the latest news break comes in on the missing AirAsia plane. What we are getting in at this juncture, rescue operations suggest that possible debris linked to the missing AirAsia plane flight QZ8501 has been spotted. The official word is that photos of the debris that could be from the missing plane are being examined. Helicopters now, weather permitting, will be sent to the area to investigate further. That is the latest that is coming in at this point of time on the huge international search for the missing AirAsia Airbus A320 flight QZ8501, which had 162 passengers on board, has entered its third day. But there seems to be a breakthrough, as tragic as it may be, of debris of the plane being found in the Java Sea. Confirmations coming in that pieces of that debris are currently being examined. I want to cut across to Smita Sharma, our deputy editor. She's on the phone line with us. She's going to talk us through this news break. Smita, can you get us up to speed with this latest information filtering in on certain debris associated with the plane being discovered?
Well, these are as per reports as being reported by the Indonesian TV channels. In fact, they say that there's some grey and orange floating objects that have been spotted. One of them is said to be a few meters long, in fact, but no official confirmation yet, because obviously search and rescue operations are still on. There are various, in fact, aircrafts and carriers in that area. Not just Indonesians, but also the Singaporeans have been pressed into SAR. So clearly, they are waiting for the confirmation, but it is a very, very painful wait, of course, for families of all those passengers, crew members who were on board that ill-fated airline. But remember, if we are talking about Java Sea, where essentially the coordinates seem to be pointing out, because that is where the plane lost contact while it was, of course, on its way from the Surabaya airport. The Java Sea is really a shallow sea, it's not a very deep sea. It's also one of the busiest, in fact, maritime corridors. But here we'll have to wait and see once, of course, the search rescue teams that are there pressed into services, when they come up and confirm that really these objects, these so-called floating objects, do match, of course, the missing AirAsia Airlines.
Smita, stay with me. I just want to take our views through the latest that we're getting in. Now, it seems items resembling emergency slide, plane door, and jackets, rescue jackets, have been discovered, is what is being reported. Indonesian officials have in fact confirmed that these items are resembling with an emergency slide, a plane door, and have been in search for the AirAsia flight QZ8501. Well, that's the latest that is coming in at this point of time. No official confirmations as reported by our deputy editor Smita Sharma, but these are claims made by Indonesian news channels. But now a confirmation also coming in that there are certain objects which, as we speak, are being inspected by Indonesian officials. Smita, with what this has been, it's entered its third day search operations, and not just, as you pointed out, limited to Indonesia, but a massive international search.
If you remember the Malaysian airlines that went down in March this year, in fact, that is one airline which has still not been found and recovered. In fact, that airline also, during the search rescue operations, which were multi-nation, the US, Australia, all of them had joined hands. At various points in time, several objects had been spotted. There were gas fumes that had been spotted, but none of them really corroborated with the missing aircraft. But that was slightly different, because that is supposed to have gone down somewhere in the Indian Ocean, which is much, much deeper compared to, the Java Sea region that we are really looking at. This is one area that does face a lot of weather turbulence from time to time. But AirAsia Airlines, they've had a very good safety record. They've never lost a plane before. This is really first time, and as was being reported, that the pilot and the co-pilot who have had sufficient flying experience, of course, they did seek approval to sort of change their route, to divert their route because of weather turbulences over the sea as they were crossing it. They tried going from a height of 32,000 feet to 36,000 feet, but with a very average ground speed. So in fact, that route diversion was not allowed to them, and within few minutes, of course, while they were in touch with the Indonesian air traffic control, the plane lost contact. Here, clearly, more objects are surfacing, and as I said, that this area is much more sort of manageable compared to the Indian Ocean. So clearly, at least in a painful sort of way, if the objects are found and corroborated as being parts of the missing AirAsia, maybe the families will find a closure of sort, something which is still not, of course, that has come the way as far as the Malaysian Airlines passengers were concerned.
I appreciate you joining us, Smita. We'll keep coming back to you for an official confirmation. But these reports are attributed to Indonesian news channels, but there is a confirmation coming in as well from Indonesian officials that a certain debris has been spotted on the Java Sea, and they are trying to ascertain whether or not it belongs to the missing plane.